Hello, 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 everyone. You, that person right there. Thank you so much for tuning into the
Mobility
Mobility
Bro.
Bros. I hope by now you guys check your volume when you hear that coming because you know we coming strong. I appreciate each and every person that has been coming, subscribing, looking for our Mondays. It is our big 50, our 50th episode here on Mobility Bros.
Oh, big 5-0. Not
If
the
you
pro
don't know,
5-0. It's a
that right there, my friend, to the right or to the left of me, is Ron Hilton, the man. He has gone through some amazing things. I've been watching him in his journey from his fitness, physical um, competition where he got in third place, right?
third place.
Did amazing to even what you're doing now. So we just wanted to talk to you guys and reflect on some things. But before we do that, I really want to just take a minute and say thank you so much to our sponsors, Be Legendary Apparel and Fitness Essentials, for allowing us and providing us the time and energy to do this. If you want to support our channel and you want us to do more content, please look into Be Legendary Apparel, book a session with Fitness Essentials. We appreciate that and we thank them for sponsoring our show. So, my name is Coach Cliff, and here we talk about human mobility, athletic mindset, pain reduction and pain management, the thoughts and processes of practitioners such as myself and Ron, the mindset of clients, the mindset of our members, what they're going through, what we hear from them, what are some of the top things they want to know about what we do, and how we can help them in their journey, whether it's weight loss, or hypertrophy, strength building, balance and stability, pain reduction because of obvious muscle soreness or athletic injuries, all those things. We also have amazing guests on our show. For the last 50 episodes, we've had doctors, certified nutritionists, kettlebell experts,
Chiropractors,
chiropractors, man, you name it. So,
energy
Ron,
workers.
energy workers, Ron, tell them, man, how have you liked the journey? How have you liked the journey and how have you liked connecting with these wonderful people?
The journey has been beautiful, and I'm really speaking from the heart. Really, really being able to be in this industry altogether. This industry that we love so much in fitness and the rehab and functional movement world, right? There's so many things under that umbrella that that we could do. And what I love so much is that um, if just as long as your ego is not involved, we can all communicate and talk to each other and how we can help and connect with each other and how to basically give the best care to the housewife, the dad that just wants to, that's having back issues, that wants to lift up his baby, his child, or just wants to be active, or that elite athlete who just wants to be able to move and just get that lateral and forward explosion. So that journey has been amazing for me. I know for me personally, I've always been around fitness and working with athletes and helping just the common folk, as we say. But the last 4 years have been freaking phenomenal, super phenomenal, because since 2021, I started working with collegiate, D1, and pro athletes, and this journey has been just like insane. I feel like I just been elevated. Level, right? So really good. And then our show, partnering with you with Mobility Bros, 50 episodes in, that's beast, and um, my goal is to get to 100 episodes in, and regardless of, and I'm just being very transparent, regardless of how the views and everything go up to that point. Obviously, we want that to grow. But for me, it's the consistency in the things that we're doing to be able to share this and give value.
Yes, man. I 100% acknowledge the journey you're on. I've been it's been a wonderful thing to watch as a friend that still has not yet met in person.
Dude,
Uh,
I keep telling you, bro. All you gotta do
we're
is set the
planning it,
date.
man. This summer. This
I'll pull up
summer.
in my car and drive all
We're
the way to
planning this
Jersey.
summer. It's this summer, bro. It's happening in the summer. I'm telling you, no, trust, it's gonna happen this summer. I'm just continuing to put the pieces together, you know.
Okay, okay.
But I love it. I'm so happy for everything you're going through, man. It's beautiful. And I agree 100% with a lot of what's been going on these last 4 years, you know. There's been pivots, there's been challenges, there's been innovation, and the consistency has been really, really great. And it hasn't been easy. There's been 101 excuses. But I appreciate the consistency in Mobility Bros. I appreciate the consistency in networking. I appreciate the consistency in staying entrepreneurial. Um, and it's been great to connect with people. I appreciate every client I've ever worked with, and every mentor I've ever had, every partner I've ever worked with, because they've all left an impression on me and taught me something valuable, you know, whether it was the blessing of the rough times or the enjoyment of the abundance of times. It's been amazing. And so just as much as that dad wants that back pain gone and that athlete needs that explosion, and when they feel that, they feel grateful for it. I feel grateful for my time here, you know, so that's awesome. Speaking of the D1 stuff, you just had one heck of a week, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go beyond D1 right now.
Let's go. So tell me about what you've been up to because
So, uh,
it's
so to
extraordinary.
let all of you know, and I could openly say this, I got hired by the WNBA team, the Connecticut Sun,
The Connecticut Sun, shout
yeah,
out to you,
yeah,
lady.
to be their massage therapist. There is another therapist that's on, and crazy enough, I knew who I know the person, so it's kind of awesome. But and through that opportunity, they referred me to USA Basketball, and USA Basketball is they are putting together a 3x3 team for the Olympics. So, and this was in Springfield, Mass. So it was me being, I live in here in Mystic, Connecticut. So I was driving an hour and a half up there and spending 4 hours with the athletes and coming an hour and a half back. And I did that for 4 days. Don't worry, y'all, it was paid. So
Yes, this one was not volunteer. He did a lot of volunteer Olympic
yeah, I
work.
did a lot of volunteer, and it was a grateful opportunity. Shout out to USA Basketball.
Shout out to USA Basketball.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Gold all day, guys.
Yep,
Let's
and
get it.
then the gentleman who is the head of medical for USA Basketball. Shout out to Ed Lacert. He was the head medical guy for the Celtics for the last 31 years. Now he is big guy for USA Basketball, and I'm humbly appreciate that that I was part of his team, and I was able to bring on a couple extra massage therapists as well to help out with the athletes. So great experience.
Mm,
And just a little bit of comparison with USA Basketball versus USA Track and Field. It was a smaller venue. Obviously, with track and field, there's thousands of athletes because there's um, multitude of
event.
different events. Here, there was only 16 teams that were competing. There was some teams from other countries, and they were narrowing it down. I think they were only, I could be wrong, but I think they were only looking between 4 to 6 teams to actually go out. And that was
Mm,
between men and women. Um, so um, so yeah, really good experience working with that, and it wasn't as hectic, but again, it was awesome. And USA Track and Field is a great experience, and I love going out there for the trials. This week is going to be this coming year is the trials, but because I got hired with the WNBA, the Connecticut Sun. I think this year, if I get an invite to the Olympic trials for USATF, I'm just gonna generously decline because I'm gonna be traveling and doing so much with them. So yeah, this was an awesome experience.
Wow. Wow. Congratulations, man. That is crazy. That is exciting. USA men's basketball team and women's basketball team 3-on-3 Olympic trial preparations happening right here, and you're in the midst of it. Meanwhile, getting hired by the WNBA to work with the Suns and the ladies there. Man, that's a lot going on. There's a lot going on,
I
brother.
know, and I learned something about the 3-on-3. The rules are so different. Like I
Mm,
was talking to one of the players, and um, it was one of the female basketball players, and she was saying that it's half court, which I didn't know, and they don't check the ball in. So once somebody makes a score, the other person they grab the ball in the game. She said the game is super fast paced. It doesn't stop.
wow. So there's no check. You get once the ball's scored, the other team grabs the ball, takes it back to the foul line and continues.
I'm not sure if it's to the foul line, but she made it sound like they grab the ball and they
And
go
they just play.
just
They
play.
just play from there.
Yep,
That's wild.
yep.
How was
Go ahead.
what type of for a question, what type of what was the most frequent soft tissue work you found yourself doing during the 3-on-3 USA basketball?
Legs.
Hamstrings,
Honestly,
quads
yeah.
specifically?
So specifically, a lot of hamstring quad work.
Okay. Okay.
Some low back work, but mostly hamstring quad work. Doing a lot of flushes.
Mm.
Um, so flushes, it's a fancy word for what they teach us in school for like a what's called effleurage. So effleurage is just basically like a smooth, smooth move that you do. But I do a lot of shaking. Just get to shake out the lactic acid. Just do some stretches. It's just really light work. To be honest with you, the first time I even heard that term was 4 years ago when I was out at the Olympic trials. I didn't want to be stupid and be like, "Oh, what's that mean, a flush?" So I just assumed it was just an effleurage, and that's basically what it was.
I love how you just like you stood back and just observed, like, all right, okay, I heard that new word. What's going on here?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
picked it
because
up quick.
there's just terms and things that when you're in school they don't show you because you're not working with high level athletes. High level athletes talk a certain way when they come into the med tent, and some of them actually they know their muscles, so they'll tell you exactly what muscles they want you to work on too. So
So I have another question for any of the viewers out here, young personal trainers or science, exercise science, sports med, some of these guys that are picking up this channel and being like, what is Mobility Bros about? How did this guy get to this level where he's working with the WNBA and USA Olympic athletes? What type of certs, degrees, education do you need to even qualify to be able to be in that arena?
honestly, the base level thing you actually need is so everyone's licensed in something. Like they have to be licensed in something. Like certifications mean I mean certifications back you up in what you're doing, but in order for you to be qualified to go hands on with any of these athletes at that level, you have to be licensed at least as a massage therapist. Then all your other certifications just basically back up your education. Like I'm certified in kineso taping and certified in mobility cupping, certified in blades or rock blades or grasping as they call it. Um, certified. There's some other certifications I have that I quite don't use the techniques, but they were just great to learn. Um, so all these skill sets that you're certified in actually do elevate you and make you more marketable. But the thing that you actually need is some kind of license. You need to be licensed as a massage therapist or as an athletic trainer, chiro, PT. Some one of those those are like the top four. Um, but if you're someone who just like I can't do all that schooling, which is great, massage therapy license is the best way to go. School is either on the low end side 8 months, On the high end side, maybe 20 months, depending on if you're going full time or part time.
Mm,
So yeah,
mm.
I highly recommend, and not to say like you could be a strength coach. Like for example, Cliff, like you have the education where you can get your CSCS. So if you get your CSCS, that will get your foot in the door as far as like working with D1 colleges and athletes like that. So getting your CSCS is just another. It's a certification program, but it's a high level. Like all the college trainers and pro trainers, if you want to call them strength coaches, all the strength coaches have their CSCS. That's the gold standard for you to be a strength coach. Like you have to have that. So you get that. That's just another way in. And then if you got your CSCS and your massage license, dude, bro, sky's the limit, dude. Like sky is the limit.
Amazing, amazing. So there's so many different pathways, right? But there's also the basic straightforward way. Some of these ways are way more affordable than, $400,000 college, right?
Oh yeah,
Um,
man. Listen, my
you
my
could be in
massage
a
license was like 15 grand
hmm
versus a PT license is 90 grand. Dude,
wow,
that's a big for
huge.
someone to put the word doctor behind their title. Honestly, 15 grand to get my massage license to do the soft tissue work, and then I spent $800 to get certified as a personal trainer to learn how to do all the training and fitness stuff. I mean,
Yeah, and look at where you would,
yeah, PTs they learn like all that. And granted, they do more of a higher level of recovery work,
of
but
course,
it's
yes,
different. So,
yes.
but on the base level,
Yes. And this is not knocking someone who wants to do that higher
absolutely
level.
not,
Uh,
absolutely not.
More power to you. I pray that your investment and your return on your investment is lifelong and fruitful. And thank you for being of service. But there are other ways that you can get to this, especially if you don't have a financial background, you haven't saved for college, or
Yeah,
you're trying
yeah,
to figure out your way and you've always loved being in the gym, and you're like, how can I take this as a career? It's way more respected now than it was ever respected in the 20s, 20 years ago, or even
absolutely.
30
Even
years ago.
chiropractors, man, they used to be looked at as quack doctors. Now they're like amazing. And
Yes,
I love working with all those people, the PTs, the chiros,
I
you
know
know,
you do. You talk about them all the time.
athletic trainers, man. I love that verbiage that we talk.
Yes.
So, but yeah, just to answer your question, you know, if you're looking to getting something where it's affordable, then do that. But I mean, if you want to take it all the way, I'd be honest with you. If I was younger and back in my 20s, knowing what I know now, I would have probably went to PT school.
Mm,
Definitely. So, and I did look into going to school to be a physical therapist assistant, which is 18 months. But the closest school here, it was a good chunk. It was like $55,000 to go for
yeah.
18 months. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I looked at that
just for
too.
all your viewers and stuff like that, if you're interested in getting in the field, that those are my recommendations. But yeah,
All right, so this is specifically for you guys, the viewers that stayed to the very end of this video. Ron, I want you to give the viewers three things that you think they should be concentrating on for better health for the next 4 years, or for the next year, for the rest of this year, 2024. So, better health, one. The second will be a better mindset, and the last will be better, like, spiritual connection, universal. It doesn't have to be God, it can be, but your way of connecting beyond the physical. So,
yeah, okay, that's great. So better health. So better health, I would say focus on your nutrition, where that may be. So nutrition first. I was watching a TikTok link, and the guy was like, "Put the effing fork down!" Like he was being like really aggressive about it. Like he said, and you don't really have to go in there and do 1,000 burpees and and 100 split squats and 1,000 jumping jacks. You really just go in and just focus on some basics, some bicep curls, some shoulder presses. Like, so I always based my fitness around 6 foundational movements: a push, a pull, a squat, um, a press, um, and and that's a core movement and a rotation. So if you can keep those foundational movements in and just keep them pretty moderate, on top of working on your nutrition, that would be great. And then mindset is something that is continuous as well. You want to make sure that you're constantly reading and feeding yourself, reading good books, things that are that's gonna elevate you, listening to good things that are gonna elevate you. Like me, I'm always in the shower, rubber dubbing in the tub, right? I got Les Brown playing in, or Jim Rohn, or whoever. I got a lot of motivation in the Coach Payne. Like, I got all these motivational people that I'm listening to, and that always inspires me to do my motivational videos as well. But you always want to be feeding your brain good stuff, reading, and then understand, like, if in your mindset, if you have negativity and things going on in your life, that's only for a season. Put that in focus on the good and not the bad, right? Focus on the good in your life and not the bad, right? And the third thing, as far as spiritual is whatever you want it to be, right? It could be God, could be Jesus, Jesus, could be Allah, could be just you just focusing on yourself, right? I think people take, when someone say I'm a spiritual person, some people take it to the point, well, you must be religious. There's nothing, you don't have to be this religious to be into that. You could be into whatever that means to you, but you have to find that out for you. I myself am still searching for that, finding out what that means for me, so it's just something that you just got to focus on, and it just really dial in to what that is. I had a friend years ago. He has passed, but uh, his way of finding spirituality was getting into Buddhism. So that was that. So there's just so many avenues you can go with that. You just got to figure out what that means to you.
Man, I think that was wonderful. Guys, if you relate to that, any one of those things, please put things down in the comment. We are doing giveaways on the channel. We are pushing for 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are going to pick random people in the comments. So just a positive comment, an emoji, a thumbs up, a keep going, or share something that you watched and related to. Those things are all great. Please add them into the comment section. Like, subscribe, share. It helps us get out there. The algorithms, you've heard that before, I'm sure, if you've watched YouTube. Thank you so much for letting us kick it with you for this Monday. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And remember, Ron, take us away.
I want you to stay awesome, keep stepping to greatness, be legendary, also live heavy and love hard. I've been saying that a lot too. But take care for now. Mobility Bros. This is one of my new find your legendary power in you. Uh Come check us out. Be legendary apparel at be legendary athletic apparel.com, and let's go. Peace out, y'all.